In the time of deep conflicts in Manipur, conversation across fault lines are difficult, but it's not at all impossible. We have student leaders coming from several organizations from ABVP and other indigenous organizations. They have come here to Delhi to attend this Northeastern Students Youth Parliament. So, sir, we have been seeing that the population is very much polarized, segregated between two ethnic communities. So, how do you navigate this? You have come together. There are other indigenous communities also, the other ethnic communities also. So, how do you look at it, and what exactly you have got? What is the outcome of this parliament?
Madam, the outcome of this parliament is our main objective of attending was exposure, so to speak, at least maybe a platform to be able to speak out some of our grievances. And that's exactly what we got from this parliament today. Some leaders from ABVP had come to our district, they had visited us, they had spoken to us about this parliament. We found it interesting. We thought we could take this opportunity. And at today's parliament, yes, we were able to share, or should I say, express some of our grievances. There were a lot of people who listened, and we're hoping that maybe we can take things forward, maybe find a solution to some of the issues the youth and students of our community face today.
So now we are actually far from Manipur, but even from Delhi we see that even a coexistence has become so very difficult in the state. So now you as students, as young leaders, you are working together under this one organization, which is ABVP, and other organizations. So how do you navigate it? Do you also face backlash from your community's criticism?
I will say it was an altogether decision, because representation is such an important thing. You have to reflect yourself, you have to stand up for your people, and these kinds of platforms are like some kind of like stepping stone, where you are going and finding people who will actually understand you, who are going to stand by your side and understand you. Because for the past since the war started, it was very difficult for us to go and meet people, make network and talk to people and let them know what we are going through. For example, today in the discussion session, we were given the opportunity to share our problems and our issue, which we usually pass through memorandum, but to be able to express our issues, our difficulties, which were just seen as a paper, but to talk to the people who is concerned was, I think, it was a very meaningful in that sense. And we are hoping that what we have been demanding and what our needs has been will be taken seriously and considered our pains and our suffering for the past nearly 3 years, because today is like the 678 days of the violence that has ever started.
So what are your takeaways from this convention, from this youth parliament today in Delhi?
My takeaway will be that, as I have said before, I'm the education secretary, and I have seen like almost 5,000 students from my own community, from the Kuki-Jo community, were displaced because of the violence, and many of the students have been separated from their parents. No parents will want their children to go away and study. So in this respect, many of the students who were pursuing doctor, who were pursuing engineer, who were applying for SSCs, many of the students, young students, were facing difficulties, who were like the future of this nation. Because we are one nation, we are your brothers and sisters as well. We have fought for the freedom of this country, and we had been keeping on telling that we are Indian. And it was very challenging phase that you have to keep on proving to yourself that you are Indian. But today we were accepted here, so it's like a stepping stone that, oh, we are Indian, and that our students in the future will be able to have their own education in a free and fair movement. And also the fact that, as I said, they have been displaced and have been studying for so long outside. Many parents have said their tears, said their disheartened hearts, who have left all their jobs and worked back in Manipur and have come here and settled and trying to find even it's a meager job to support their children. So today the statement was that within 10 years the government has planned to resolve the issue of employment and education outside of Northeast, because Northeast is already full of resource, full of capacity. We have lots of entrepreneurs, opportunities, but because of the marginalization that we have been facing for so long, it wasn't possible. So today the discussion focus was on education, peace and development. So in this, what I could take away was that in the future, these students who had to go out will be able to come back one day and be able to study in their home, in their land, in the abode of their mother's town. That's what I would like to say.
You have come here with a lot of other organizations which are Metis organizations, and you attended this program along with them. So how do you feel about that? I mean, here you did not see any conflict amongst yourselves.
I think it is the acceptance that you are in conflict and that you cannot be always in a state that it's very sensitive and it's this and that, because it's about standing for yourself. And when you want to stand for yourself, you are not alone, because behind your back or on your shoulder you have a responsibility of many students, thousands of hopes of those parents, mothers, and those children who are in agony and pain, who could not continue their study. So in this respect, we usually keep aside those kind of negativity and come forward searching for a positive thing that could actually be beneficial for our people, especially for my people, because they have gone through so much. And every single day we heard about suffering. We heard about one student is not getting education properly, or the other is suffering because the father passed away during the war, or the mother lost their jobs. So when we come together, because today there were 95 student organization all together, and one of the sensitive topic I thought they will not discuss was our state, but somehow that was put into consideration, and other many development things, but it was just a big things, like it must be a small step, but I think this small step, if we take further, can bring many changes for our community.
All right. So the conversations were difficult, the conversations were rare, but it wasn't impossible, and they finally met in a common ground, which is Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad's youth parliament. Today we are bringing young voices from Manipur together, and it is going beyond the conflict. It is going beyond the polarized two ethnic groups and the lines, the fault lines. So since you all of you are here, and I also met student leaders from Cookie organization. I also met leaders from Zomi organization. What organization you are representing?
Yeah, I'm the Naga. Yeah.
The name of the organization?
Longmai Student Union, Noni District Headquarters, Longmai.
All right. So after attending this convention, do you really see any path to reconcile, and how you are how you are going to work together for a better future in Manipur?
Yeah, today we have some positive that has been said by Union Home Minister Amit Shah. He has been here today, and this meeting, 95 from different tribes from the Northeast has been coming here, witnessing this program, and discussing about the Manipur crisis that recently from starting from the May 3 until now, and recently on that 8 also, it has been class of violence again. Some of the miscreant has been dead, and 40 men or women has been injured, and we are sorry about that, and we have been discussed on this matter at this very parliament organized by the ABVP, and I hope so this will bring forward and have a positive that by joining hands together, and all the student organization, youth organization from different part of the Northeast, by seeking what is the right and the truth, that will bring the peace for the Manipur in a very early way.
As we all know, Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad is taking efforts to bring student leaders from across indigenous organizations of Manipur together, and they are just trying to make peace. They are trying to navigate, they are trying to reach the villages and talk to different communities to bring them together. So here we are seeing that since all of you have come here together, you attended this convention together. So we are seeing that there are efforts being taken to override identity through ideology. How do you look at it, and do you, as I asked him as well, do you really see any common ground, any ground for reconciliation now?
See, whatever the ABVP has organized, the Northeast Students Youth Parliament, is very great. It is an opportunity for us to bring all the student organizations residing in Northeast. Means there are more than 100 organizations, I think, in Northeast representing their own community. Besides that, this we feel very grateful to be here. It's since and about when we come to the Manipur, it seems about almost 2 years, I think. 2 years. It's almost to be 2 years. And now the government is trying to get the free movement last date 8. And it has not been successfully completed. But the government is stepping. What should be the better for the between two communities? It's not about the two communities, those who are engaging in this field. Not about the Kuki and not about the Meitei. But lots of the community, all of the community, including the border areas of Assam, Mizoram, and Nagaland, they're also suffering. Why? Because of the transportation, lack of transportation. Because last time the governments tried to free movement, but it was not successfully completed. That's why I'm repeating it twice, because after that, what the step will be taken by the government is we are waiting, urgently waiting. We just want to see that it was not completely successful. And the other thing, the government urged the volunteers, those who are protecting their village from the both sides, from the Kuki side and the Meitei side. And besides, the Meiteis has already submitted their weapons, but the Kukis doesn't submit it yet. So what will the outcome come? Just we are waiting for the government response, that's all.
So, do you really think that, as you just said, that Meiteis are they have started depositing their weapons, the looted weapons, and Kukis, I'm sure they will also do the same. So you are a young leader, you are a youth leader from Manipur, and so they are, all of them. So what do you think? What is the role the young students, the youth leaders, young leaders can play in Manipur to bring peace?
See, what the work is going on, already I can't say from the side of the Meitei that we want peace and we are peace living community. That's why we have already surrendered whatever the government asks. But still now, the other communities, yes, you can watch in TV also, that we are all seeing the news right now. So they up to them. It is up to them what they want to do or not. And like at the same time, what is the next step of the government? It depends on them.
No, as I asked, what do you think the young leaders, the student leaders like you, what kind of role you leaders from both the communities, Kuki and Meitei, can play to bring peace?
I think if all the leaders, not only youth, including all the stockholders of the both communities, come together and see what the solution can bring out. That's only the possible, I think. And otherwise, what to say?
Efforts are being taken. All of them, they are hopeful, they are optimistic. That's why they are here. There was no bitterness. They have attended the convention together. We can just hope for a brighter day in Manipur.